Hello everyone, my name is Justina and I'll be presenting on mug meals in a pinch. Are you not eating healthy? Why not? Well, we all have our reasons. For college students, maybe they're short on time. They're trying to study, they're trying to get good grades. Or maybe with living in a dorm, they don't have cooking equipment. Maybe just a microwave. Or maybe you don't have money. Let's face it, we don't have a job yet, right? Or perhaps you're a student that doesn't have transportation off of campus to get a large amount of groceries. We all have our reasons why we choose unhealthy foods. So when we're hungry, we're likely not able to concentrate. And we need to study, right? So concentration is important. If you let it go too long, you may even become hangry. And we've all seen those Snickers commercials. So if you decide to eat, you may end up having something that's unhealthy, like fast food or vending machine food. And that could be high in saturated fat, sodium, and added sugar. The US American adults, it's been deemed that we consume or exceed saturated fat content by 64%. What we're supposed to get is less than 10% of our total daily calories from saturated fat, according to the USDA. And if you want to be even more conservative, the American Heart Association recommends that we have less than 7% of our total daily calories from saturated fat. I have M&Ms featured on this slide, and that's because that's an item that you can likely find in a vending machine. This small package provides 5 grams of saturated fat, and depending on if you're going on off of the USDA recommendations or the American Heart Association recommendations, that's quite a bit. It's either 22.5 or 32% of your daily value for saturated fat, based on a 2,000 calorie diet. Sodium. We get most of this mainly from table salt. And roughly 90% of Americans overconsume on this nutrient. It's recommended that we have less than 2,300 milligrams of salt or sodium. And to give you an idea of how much that would be, 1 teaspoon of salt provides over the recommended amount per day. So potato chips. Here's salt and vinegar potato chips. If you have a small bag that's only 1 ounce, that would provide 490 milligrams of sodium. And that's over 20% of what you need for your entire day for sodium. Added sugars. Average adult women aged 20 consume about 13% of their daily calories from added sugar, while it's recommended that we have less than 10%. Featured on the slide, we have Fanta soda. It's a 12-ounce can and provides 44 grams of sugar. To visualize that, that's about 11 teaspoons. And that would be almost 9% of your daily value based on a 2,000 calorie diet. So if we just skipped those snacks and went straight for our fast food meal, you might get this Big Mac combo. This Big Mac combo with a medium fry and a medium soft drink, it provides 13 grams of saturated fat, which is 64% of your saturated fat recommendation if you were to consume a 2,000 calorie diet. And I just want to point out, not everybody consumes a 2,000 calorie diet. I know my needs are much less than that, so 13 grams of saturated fat would put me well over the entire amount of saturated fat that I should be eating in one day. Okay, so sodium. This provides about 58% of your daily value for sodium, and this meal would also provide 65 grams of sugar. And to visualize that, that's 16.25 teaspoons of sugar. It's roughly 13% of the total calories, and that would put you over your recommended amount of staying less than 10% for added sugars for the day. So if you're having those either vending machine snacks or your fast food meal, you're likely lacking in nutrition. Only about 20.7% of adults meet the recommendations for consuming dairy per day. We should have about 3 cups. Only 12.2% of American adults consume enough fruit, and only 9.3% of adult Americans consume enough vegetables. So my solution for when my college student friends are hungry and they don't have much money and they need something quick would be to make a mug meal. As you can see on the slide, I have 3 mug meals featured. There are 2 hot mug meals and 1 cold one. The scrambled eggs consists of 2 eggs, some milk, cheese, and vegetable. It's less than $1 to make, and all you have to do is use a microwave. The oatmeal, it has oats, milk, fruit, and if you want to add a little nuts or cinnamon, you can add that too. And look, it's 50 cents. The next one is a parfait. Depending on what type of fruit, it could be less than $1 as well. If made with a banana, it's only 94 cents for a parfait that consists of yogurt, fortified cereal, and fruit. So if you're getting these mug meals, you can see that the saturated fat, sodium, and added sugars is a lot different than the vending machine or the fast food meal. There's no added sugars for any of them. The saturated fat is either none for the parfait or low, and sodium is low. In addition to that, you're getting dairy, vegetable, protein, fruits, and grains. So to sum this up, we're in college. We're here to learn. We don't need to either starve, be hungry and cranky, and we also don't need to have all the saturated fat, sodium, and added sugars. We need to get our nutrition. So why not make a mug meal? I'd like to thank you all for joining me today, and please take a moment and view my demo on how to make those 3 healthy mug meal snacks. Thank you. Bye-bye.